Federal. Yeah. I'm sorry. Let me get back on what I'm saying. All right. So go ahead and release your latches. Walk back right here to the front. You're gonna check the truck for any signs of damage.
Right.
Okay. You're gonna check to make sure your clearance lights are amber in color, not cracked, damaged, or broken. Make sure your windshield's not broken. Your mirrors aren't falling off the truck. Your grill is tight and secure, not missing any nuts or bolts, no cracks, breaks, or damage. You're going to make sure your bumper is securely mounted, not missing nuts and bolts, no cracks or damage, and the mounting brackets are in good condition, no crack, broken, or damage. Up-to-date tag, and then you're going to get down.
Yeah.
Look at the axle. Make sure it's not cracked, broken, bent, damaged, and there's no spills or leaks underneath the truck. Then this is the truck we're going to take. Very happy about that. They did what I asked.
Don't even. Okay.
You're going to come around this side of the truck. These internationals are great. Everything's laid out nice and clear for you. Starting up top. Well, on this, you got to check the back of the headlight. Make sure it's not cracked, damaged, or broken. The wires are in good condition, not cut or frayed, and the lights are tight and secure. This one actually had headlight out. He just fixed it for us.
Okay.
So then you can check your alternator, securely mounted. Now this ain't nuts and bolts, so cracks or broken welds. The mounting brackets securely mounted, not cracked, broken, or damaged. The wires aren't cut or frayed, and they're correctly hooked up. No more than 3/4 of an inch play on your serpentine belt.
3/4?
Yeah.
I thought it was a half quarter. Half inch. Yeah, the change.
They haven't cut off. They haven't counted off on it, but she told me 3/4.
Wow.
Okay.
So we say half inch, we're going to be wrong.
No, she didn't count it off.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So make sure your serpentine belt's tight, secure. We'll say half-inch plates work for 15 years. We're going.
Wow.
Make sure that the belt's not split, cut, or frayed, or dry rot.
Split, cut, frayed, and dry rot.
Yeah. Then you can check and make sure your horn is securely mounted, not bent, cracked, damaged, not missing nuts or bolts. Horn.
Yeah, the horn's not in there. I'm not up top.
That's all you got to check on this side of the truck.
What is this?
That's an air cleaner.
Air cleaner. So I'm trying to figure out what a heater box
If you
is.
want to make sure it's tight and secure, that's fine.
Okay.
Stop. Come over to this side, back at the headlight again. Make sure it's not cracked, broken, or damaged. This ain't nothing bolts. The light bulbs themselves are tight and secure. The wires aren't cut or frayed. Then we're going to start up top. Start with this. Check your windshield wiper arms. Make sure they're not bent or damaged. Check your motor. Make sure it's securely mounted. The wires are hooked up correctly. There's no cracks, breaks, or anything in the mounting. And the arms aren't bent. And this ain't nuts and bolts.
Right.
All right? Working our way down. Radiator. You're going to make sure coolant. You're going to make sure the coolant's at the proper level. Cap's tight and secure. That shit's going to be hotter than hell.
Yeah, don't touch it.
Then you want to go to the hoses and hose clamps. Make sure they're all tight and secure, not cracked, leaking, or dry rotted. You go check your fan blades. Make sure they're all here, not cracked, broken, damaged, or missing. You go check your water pump. Make sure it's not cracked, damaged, loose, or leaking. All right, then we're going to come out here to the air governor. And the air governor is the silver one. Make sure the governor is securely mounted, not missing nuts and bolts, tight, secure, no cracks, breaks, damage, or leaks. You're going to check your air compressor around. Make sure it's securely mounted. No cracks, breaks, leaks. Securely mounted, not missing nuts or bolts. Nothing you got to worry about.
Okay.
That's an oil filter
Fuel
can.
filter.
Yeah.
Okay, hang on. Don't jump ahead.
My bad, bro.
We're trying to work our way down. Now, we've gone into the front of the motor, come out here to the compressor. You're going to check your oil. You're going to undo that. You're going to pull that out. You'll have a paper towel with you. Wipe it off. Put it back in. Pull it back out. And physically check the oil. Then put it back. Tighten it up. Offer to check transmission fluid. Truck has to be running. She'll say, yeah, it's okay. Then you're going to go to your power steering reservoir. Make sure it's not cracked, damaged, leaking at the proper level. Cap's tight and secure. The mounting brackets in good condition. Not missing nuts and bolts, not cracked, broken, or damaged. Then you're going to check your washer fluid. Make sure it's full. Not cracked, damaged, leaking, securely mounted. Then you're going to check your steering rod. Make sure it's not bent or damaged. You're going to check your universal joints at either end. Make sure they're in good condition, not missing any nuts or bolts, properly greased, no debris in them. This is a favorite place for mechanics to leave tools. Like big long screwdrivers, you go turn the wheel, you screw it.
Oh, wow.
All right, so then you go check your steering box. Securely mounted, not cracked, broken, bent, or damaged, or leaking. Not missing any nuts or bolts in the mounting brackets. In good condition, not cracked, damaged, or broken. Check your pitman on. Make sure it's properly greased, in good condition, not missing any nuts or bolts, not cracked, broken, or damaged. And your kingpins are all in place.
Cotter key?
Cotter key. Castle nut, cotter key. What did I say, kingpin? Castle nut, cotter key. Then you go check your steering linkage. Make sure it's not bent, cracked, broken, or damaged, properly greased. That takes you out of that tie rod. You're going to make sure that tie rod's in good condition, not bent, cracked, damaged, missing nuts or bolts, properly greased. You go check your shock absorber. Securely mounted, the brackets are in good condition, not cracked, broken, or damaged, not missing nuts or bolts, not leaking. You go check your leaf spring hanger. Securely mounted, not missing nuts or bolts, no cracks, broken welds, or damage to it. You can check your leaf springs. Make sure they're not cracked, damaged, slid out of place. You can check your U-bolts. Make sure they're securely mounted, not cracked, broken, damaged, missing nuts or bolts. Takes us all the way down. That's time to come out. You can check your airline. Make sure it's not cracked, damaged, cut, leaking. It's in good condition. That airline runs to a brake chamber. You got to make sure there's brake chamber securely mounted, not missing nuts and bolts, not cracked, damaged, or leaking. On the back side of the brake chamber is a slack adjuster. You're going to make sure it has no more than 1 inch play and the push rod's not bent. And that's the push rod right there. That little dude head right there.
Okay.
All right, that brings us to the tires. You can check the inside of your tire for cuts and bulges, the inside of your wheel for cracks or signs of welded repair. You can check your brake drum, make sure it doesn't have any cracks or holes in it, and the brake shoes aren't worn thin. Okay. Brings us to the top of the tire. Steer tire, drive wheel, trailer wheel. All right. You're going to make sure this has 4/32 seconds tread depth. There's no uneven wear. These tires cannot be mismatched, and they cannot be retreads. All right. Go check the outside tire for cuts and bulges. Go check the outside of the wheel for cracks or signs of welded repair. You got to make sure all your lug nuts are here, tight, secure, no rust or shiny threads to indicate them being loose. You can check your hub oil seal. Securely mounted, not miss any nuts and bolts, not crack, damage, or leaking. You're going to check your valve stump. Make sure it's in good condition, not bent, crack, damage, leaking, and it has a cap. And that's actually a cap.
Yeah, because I see one on the floor, too. I was like,
yeah,
oh, snap.
they change them out all the time.
Okay.
You're going to check the air in that tire with a gauge. All right, that's the whole front of the truck. Now we come to a new area, the side of the tractor. You're going to check and make sure your door opens and closes properly. Your grab bars, tight, secure, not missing any nuts and bolts. You're going to check your stairs. Make sure, oh, I forgot the mirrors. You're going to check your mirrors, make sure they're tight and secure, not cracked, broken, or damaged. Then you're going to check your steps. Make sure they're securely mounted. Not missing any nuts and bolts, not bent, cracked, or damaged.
Why is the grab?
Make sure your steps can support your weight.
Why is the grab bar on the inside instead of the outside?
Because that's where they put it.
I thought it always had to be on the outside.
No, there's no rules on that.
Okay.
They last longer in here than they do out here.
True.
So you check your steps. Now you can check your battery box. Make sure your battery box is in good condition, not cracked, broken, damaged, not missing nuts and bolts. These are maintenance-free batteries. I'll check them if you want me to, but what I'd be looking for is cracked, leaking, damaged batteries, cut or frayed wires, and corrosion. And they'll say that's good. Then you go check your air tanks. Air tank straps can support the weight of the tank, not missing nuts and bolts, so cracked or damaged. Air tanks aren't bent or damaged, cracked or leaking. Airlines are in good condition, and you will bleed your truck every day. All right, that's the whole side of the truck. Now we go to a new area. Back of the tractor. I'm going to check the glass, make sure it's not broken, there's no signs of damage. My emergency line's correctly hooked up, not cracked, damage, leaking. The hose isn't cut or leaking. I'm going to check my service. Correctly hooked up, not cracked, damage, or leaking. And the hose is in good condition, not cracked, leaking, or dry rot. These, you got to check dry rot. I'm going to check my power cord. Make sure there's no debris inside there. Make sure my pins aren't bent. And it is in the locked position. Yep. And that's everything on the back of the tractor. Now we come to the frame. You gotta check your catwalk. Make sure it's not bent, damaged, missing nuts or bolts. There's no debris on it. Fall off going down the road. Little hint over there on the frame. You gotta check the frame. Make sure it's not bent, cracked, damaged. Doesn't have any legal drill holes or welds. Alright? Drive shaft. You're going to check the drive shaft, make sure it's securely mounted, not bent or damaged, properly greased. You're going to check your universal joints. There's one here, one there, one up here. Make sure they're not missing nuts and bolts, not cracked, broken, or damaged. Have no debris in them, properly greased. That is your whole frame area. Now we come to the head of the trailer. You got a question?
Yeah, what's this?
That's an air dryer.
We don't worry.
You don't have to call that.
Okay, that's what I was trying to figure out. All right.
Yeah, don't, and I don't want to add shit if we don't have it.
I don't blame you.
Header board of the trailer. You're going to make sure the lights are amber in color, not cracked, damaged, broken, or missing. You're going to check your fish plate. Make sure that it supports the header board so you can support the way to load in an emergency stop. Then, down here, we're going to have to take these off. You're going to make sure your power cord's correctly hooked up. You're going to take that apart, check the pins, check the holes. Make sure it's in the locked position. Put it back in place. You're going to do the same with the emergency. Take that off, check that gasket, make sure it's not cracked, broken, dry rotted. There's no debris in there. You're going to do the same with the service. Okay. Take it off, check that gasket, make sure there's no debris in there. Brings us to the upper fifth wheel. You're going to check the upper fifth wheel. Make sure it's not cracked, broken, damaged. No broken welds, in good condition. You're going to check your fifth wheel. Make sure it's not cracked, broken, or damaged. In good condition. You're going to check your locking levers in the locked position. You're going to check your fifth wheel mount. Make sure it's securely mounted, not missing nuts and bolts, not cracked, broken, or damaged. Leaf spring hangers, securely mounted, not missing nuts and bolts, not cracked, broken, or damaged. Leaf springs, not cracked, broken, damaged, slid out of place. U-bolts, securely mounted, not missing nuts and bolts, not cracked, broken, or damaged. Brake chamber, securely mounted, not cracked, broken, damaged, or leaky. And on the back side of that brake chamber is what? Slack adjuster. No more than 1 inch play, and the push rod's not bent. Brings us to our drive tires. Inside tire for cuts and bulges. Inside the wheel for cracks or signs of welded repair. Brake drum doesn't have any cracks or holes in it. The brake shoes aren't worn down. These tires have to have 2/32 tread depth, no uneven wear, and they cannot be mismatched in size. Check between the tires, bud wheel system, butted up tight together, no debris between the tires. Out here, 2/32 tread depth, outside tire for cuts and bulges, outside the wheel for cracks, signs of welded repair. The lug nuts are all here, tight, secure, no rusted or shiny threads that indicate to be loose. Axle seal. Make sure all your nuts and bolts are here, not cracked, damaged, or leaking. You go check that valve stem, make sure it's not bent or damaged and it has a cap. You'll check the air in that tire with a gauge. Any questions on any of this? You notice on these wheel systems, it's the exact same shit over and over and over again. So once you learn one, you pretty much know them all.
You see how you can saying it? Okay.
What?
No, go ahead.
You got questions. That's what I said. You got questions, cuz. Go ahead.
Yeah, Russ.